Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start this lesson off by giving all the honor, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rahaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the hopeful elect that are out there diligently pushing His word and truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, it's your brother Kazak Tazabah coming at you once again through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying and straight to the point. All right, so this is here on Zero Hedge. Okay, an article released today, July 3rd, 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. Okay, and it reads: Americans are most likely to go to war with the government than submit to the draft. Okay, because we know through the spirit, man. All right, men are going to get drafted into the war. All right, primarily men. Okay, that's not to say that there won't be any women, okay, that get drafted, but for the most part, okay, it's going to be men that are going to get called to go fight Esau's battle. All right, the scriptures go into I think it's Second Ezra's, either the 6th chapter or the 8th chapter, but pretty much going into how, like, the fair virgins are going to be mourning, okay, because the men pretty much will have gone to war. I got to find that scripture. Lord willing, Lord will allow me to find it. Maybe Salakia, bear with me. I can't find it at the moment, but let me see. Let me just pull up. I think it's called, the fair virgins. Okay, maybe not. Let's see. There we go. 2nd Ezra 16. The water Yahweh Shai. 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 31. Even so, in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword, and the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel therethrough. Okay, because it is going to be a dystopian type of society at that point, man. Okay. The whole economic downturn of this place is going to be so bad that there aren't going to be people working. All right, people not going to be keeping up the conditions of Babylon. The grass, tending to the cleanliness of just your regular stuff, man. Okay, the stuff that you don't really think about. But when all that stuff comes to naught, you notice it. You remember when the whole C-19 thing happened? What happened with a lot of the landscaping projects or whatever? They went without anyone fulfilling those contracts. So it was trees were growing, grass, weeds was growing all kind of crazy in commercial areas. Okay. But that's what the verse 32 is going into. In verse 33, it says, the virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. You see that? All right. So this draft is going to happen, man. Okay. But like it says, the men, okay, in verse 34, in the war shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, which proves that more men are going to be drafted than women. Okay. But it says the Americans are more likely to go to war with the government than to submit to a draft. Now, a lot of people aren't going to have a choice. Okay. It's either they submit, okay, and go fight this battle over there in the Middle East, in the Levant region. Okay. Or you get put to death. Okay, or you starve of famine, Okay, you die of starvation. Okay. It says in a national poll last month, Americans were asked if they believed a new civil war was likely to happen within their lifetime. The establishment media was shocked to report that 47% of the population said yes. Those of us in the Liberty media were not so surprised. I believe, according to the evidence, that we were already a short step away from civil war in 2021 and 2022. Okay. And that was a time when a lot of people was, not negligent, but, refusing to take that jab. Okay. It says there were a lot of guys, millions getting ready for the possibility of vaccine passport enforcement. Gun owners in the U.S. hit record high during the time period, and conservative patriots groups saw a spike in public interest. As it turned out, the conspiracy theorists were right along. There really was an organized agenda to eliminate constitutional protection. Okay, so these are some of the topics that was causing people to think that civil war is on the horizon. It says if we had allowed the max passport policy to take hold, our liberties would have been officially erased forever. Okay, another one. A lot of people woke up during that period and realized that an attempt at a totalitarian state in the U.S. was not only possible, it was happening right in front of them. Okay, with the Biden administration pushing forth their agenda. Okay, them talking about concentration camps, them, people, whistleblowers talking about how the C-19 is bad for you. Okay, it says, another one says, that said, the same people are still in power today, and those people are looking for another avenue to institute sweeping controls on the populace. Okay, by way of their unrighteous decrees, man. Okay, you see they constantly pump out these laws and these legislations, right? Let's get Isaiah chapter 10. All right, Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they had prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and take away the right from the poor of my people. The widows may be their prey, and they that may rob the fatherless. And what will ye do in the day of visitation, and in the desolation which shall come from afar? To whom will ye flee for help, and where will ye leave your glory? Okay, so woe unto them, which in other words, destruction be unto Babylon and these heathen. Okay, these Edomites that are ruling, all right, that are in power right now. Okay, all to bring forth their agenda, which essentially is, the fourth industrial revolution, to merge human with technology. Okay, trying to implement or enforce a chip, a C-hip, okay, to be put into your body for them to have total control over you and your whereabouts and your spending habits and your medical status, so on and so forth, because they realize that they're losing their power. Okay, they're losing their power, so this is their last ditch effort to try to regain that. Okay, so expect a draft for one. Okay, but if that's why else do you think they put it in these movies, man? Okay, we just had a movie released a couple months ago, all right, with called Civil War, right? That's what you call predictive programming, where people are going to try to, they're going to fight against each other. They're going to come against one another. All right. That's all prophecy. That's written in the scriptures. Okay. It's all written, man. Right. So the fact that they're, gathering, taking polls and taking votes, all right, asking the American people if there's a possible, if they have to be drafted, will there be an uprising? Okay, and there will be. Okay, there will be. It says the reality is that global elites aren't predicting a war; they are preparing to create a war from thin air. You see, They're going to try to turn people against each other. Okay. Domestically, everything within America, man. Okay. Turning two political parties together, turning people of different races, okay, or nationalities against each other. Okay. The rich against the poor. These are those wars made out of thin air that they're creating, because a part of their agenda is what? Chaos or order out of chaos. Order out of chaos, which is on the back of the dollar bill. Okay, in order to, regain order, right? They're going to try to push forth some chaos in the midst, and then try to regain it, man. What is it's create a problem, see the response, and then create a solution, or something like that. Okay, problem, response, solution, right? And that's how they operate. They create the problem, they see the response, they see how people react, right? And then they come around and create a solution to make you think that, or put you at ease, to make you feel like, oh, the government got us, because that's exactly what they want. They want you to be able to trust in them, right? But we don't put our trust into Egypt. We don't put our trust into Babylon the Great, which is destined for destruction. Okay? Yep. I'm not going to read all this. Lord willing, I remember to add this in the description. But you kind of get the idea. Okay? So let me go ahead and bring out some precepts. All right? Let's go back to 2nd Esdras. Okay? 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, and I'm going to start at verse 12. It says 15 in verse 12. It says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and the punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting hail and with fearful consolation. Woe unto them, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. Okay? So these things, the sword and destruction draweth nigh, which means it's on its way. Okay? These things are on its way, and like it said, they're not predicting it, but they're preparing for something, and it's really that's the Lord making these things take place. It says, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. Okay? This is the retaliation. Okay? This is the bucking up against the system, so to speak. All right? Where a lot of people aren't going to be so willing to get sent off to fight Esau's battles. Okay? But the result of that is they're going to try to starve you out from the inside. Okay? They're going to try to wrap it in a gift, with a bow on top, and say, you come fight for your country. They send you over there to who knows where. Okay? You're going to die either way. Okay? At least go out with your integrity still intact. All right? But they're going to try to make it extremely difficult, make it extremely hard for you to sustain yourself, okay, and to remain here in America. It's going to be that bad. Okay? And a lot of men aren't going to have much choice in that day as well. First people they're going to try to, recruit are Pookie and Deshaun, niggas that's on the street, people, dudes that is in jail, okay, that might be serving some time, or that's about to. This is gonna be their way out. Hey, you can avoid prison sentence if you sign up for the military and you go out and fight, right? These people are playing chess, man, and the people who are getting sucked into this, man, are nothing but pawns. Okay, but this is what's going to happen, man. Okay, and as I read earlier in the 16th chapter, you know, where it talks about, you know, the virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. What does that tell you, man? That means there's going to be more women here than there are men, which ties perfectly into Isaiah the 4th chapter, Isaiah 4:1, where seven women shall take hold of one man. Okay, you know, so hey, man, the plagues are nigh, man. The plagues are drawing near, man. Okay, let me get another one in the book of, I believe it's Luke 19. Okay. Bear with me. Or is it might be Luke 12? Yep, Luke 12. Luke 12 and 49. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled? You see? But I have a baptism to be baptized with, and how I am straitened till it be accomplished. Suppose ye that I come to give peace on the earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division. Okay. So as I said earlier, you know, these devils are you know, creating, you know, strife and contention within, you know, out of thin air with these Americans. Okay, and it's really the Lord, the Spirit, the Lord putting the Spirit on these devils to do so. Okay, to bring forth division and to fight. Okay, the Lord is a man of war. Okay, so don't be surprised that the Lord is invoking war on, you know, within America. Okay, and not only in America but around the world. You see all the riots, okay, that are going on in the earth right now. Just do a Google search and look up all the different riots. I'm sure you're going to find a lot that are active. Okay. You may not hear about it on the mainstream media because they hide it. But these are the things that are going on. Okay. Don't be oblivious. Don't be, you know, blindsided by none of this. Right. That's what we've been warning you, giving you warning. Okay. But, you know, if you have the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahshai and having faith, amen, the Lord is going to preserve you. He's going to protect you. He may not have to send you to fight Esau's battles, but may preserve you, okay, for the deliverance, for the salvation. All right, so that was pretty much it for this lesson. All right, Lord willing, it was edifying. And with that, I want to give honor, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem, Raha Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, that rule well. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the hopeful elect. And until next time, Shalom.